All right, so what's up, guys? Welcome. Oh man, what's up at the light? So if you guys missed the last episode, we got the engine pretty much all torn down and found some pretty gnarly damage. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out and see what's on our agenda to go ahead and fix, check it out. But today, you guys can see from the title, I'm assuming, what our plan is for today. This engine bay is grody. I mean, it's disgusting. There's so much just crap in here that we don't want to see, and we're gonna be deleting some stuff. So first things first, and also, man, I'm just debating, like, I really want to paint this engine bay, but bro, there's so much work to get that done. I guess I kind of have time in the background while we're trying to get all the parts together for the build now on the RB. So let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see a whole engine bay paint job? Which obviously I'm sure you guys do. To do that, gotta rip everything out, but let's take it one step at a time. First, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and be removing the Hi-Cast rear wheel steering system, which includes this pump and some lines, as well as the ABS unit, which is back here. Well, personally, I just, none of my cars really have ABS. Actually, the Z does have ABS, but it's actually disabled right now because I just don't really like it kind of interfering. This just doesn't need it either. So gonna be removing that, and it cleans up the engine bay a whole lot more. You get rid of all of those lines up there, and we'll be doing a power steering. Oh God, power steering. Gosh, it's been a long week. Let me just tell you that. It's been a long month, bro. Like, it's been a long year already. Oh my God. So just staying positive, man. 2021, let's do big things. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're gonna get all new lines, be really clean. So first things first, remove this Hi-Cast pump. This is the actual pump itself. The unit is right here. With the engine out, it obviously makes things a whole lot easier. I'm not saying that everyone has an engine out with their GTR, which I hope you don't, because that sucks, because there's a reason why it's out. Hopefully you're not like me. But if you are like me, here we are. This makes things a whole lot easier. If you do have your engine in, you can still get this out. It's just a little bit trickier, a lot trickier. So this is held in. There's a 12 mil bolt up here. I believe there's a couple down there. Just kind of maneuver that guy out. You're also gonna have to remove a couple lines. So these two ports on the back of this pump take it to the rack in the back. This is coming from a cooler. Up here we have a little power steering cooler up front, and this line here is what I think takes it back into your reservoir. So here we are. This is the plan. I'm thinking, well, I want to retain the cooler. That makes sense, right? We want to retain the cooler. So we're gonna be taking this pump out. I see I have some rubber line here, and I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna try to attach this line to this line, because then that way I'm just bypassing all this and I can still retain my cooler. Let's go ahead and start ripping that out. It's gonna get a little messy, so wear gloves, get a drip pan. There's gonna be a mess. Oh. Okay, so the pump is out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna run with this permanently, just because I don't really like how weird and jagged it looks now. I'll probably just run a new line from, I don't know, somewhere here, and just run it a little cleaner. But that's out the way. Oh, I was gonna move on to like the fuse box harness, but I think we're just gonna hop right into the ABS, get that out the way, and then kind of move on to the rest of the stuff. But ABS, as far as I'm aware, all we gotta do is, I mean, you can disconnect these lines here at the brake master, and you're not gonna be using any of those hard lines against the firewall, which is gonna clean things up a whole lot. And plus, without having that whole ABS unit there, that's gonna make a big difference. So let's go ahead and make sure you obviously get your bucket out or something, some pan to catch all the brake fluid. And yeah, let's go ahead and rip that stuff out, man. You know, man, this did escalate quickly, and I did not plan to do any of this, but it's cool. I mean, it's gonna be fun. I really think this, obviously the engine bay is gonna look extremely clean, and you know, man, the whole twins and single update as far as the turbo. Long term, I'll probably love to build like a really all out super sweet setup with twins. But for now, I mean, price wise, I could just do a budget single setup with a good turbo, but I'm probably not going to go all out with an super expensive manifold, and just try and keep a budget and then just go in stages. So eventually, yes, we'll have all the parts we've always wanted, but for now, guys, you got to understand, you know, I'm doing the best I can. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and take that out, rip it all out, and let's get this engine bay looking proper.
To simplify it, kinda, there's what's called a screw gauge in it, and hold a little bit, it would start cutting soon. But we couldn't sit it higher before we push this thing in. Just gauge. Not the hardest thing in the world, but the issue there, I'll be very easy to install. You trying to be, I'll do it. I promise. Look, I already have these nice things. Don't go in the car. I'm just gonna finish. I don't know if tonight or tomorrow I'm gonna start with the baffle system that I got for the valve covers, and yeah, powder coat, so I just want to finish the front end, get it covered, and probably do some rips with that. So such a heavy rotating assembly. I think we just have to have the torque touch a little bit more aggressive than we did before. That's part of the reason. Click it, or tick it. I got it. Indian is code word for telling me I kind of already know the alignment specs since I'll have the same subframe, same arms, and all the same stuff. It's kind of
well, the harness is in the way, but you guys get the idea. No more ABS back there, looks much better. So now currently, well, I just spent like half an hour, 40 minutes ripping out all those connectors underneath the dash, in the column, to the ignition, just basically just removing the whole fuse box. Harness, you know, we could have just pulled it from this side, let it kind of hang in that area, but if I'm going to be painting the engine bay on this car, I really want to be able to just take it all out and get a proper paint job. So we're going ahead and pulling the whole grommet out of the car, which that was just, I mean, all that sucked. So now just in the process, we're going to yank out the rest of the fuse box harness, and it's slowly but surely starting to empty out, man. It's getting there. By the way, I know you guys are probably wondering like if I'm going to be tucking the harness or what's the deal. So man, yeah, so some parts for sure are gonna be tugged. Like we're not gonna have this harness over here showing. You know, it's a lot of work to tuck a fuse box harness, but I guess I have time, honestly, so.
Basically, all I have to offer you is pasta with butter and Parmesan, or smoothie.
Or what?
Or smoothie.
Kind of smoothie.
Normal smoothie.
I'll be down for a smoothie.
Smoothie?
Yeah.
I could drive as well as CJ, man, I'm telling you. Hey, homie, what's up?
Hey, what you saying about me,
What's
fool?
up, man?
It's been a while since I fired this thing up, man. With these cold temperatures and being on E85, this thing took me a good like 10 minutes to start, just cranking and cranking. But yeah, man, great to hear it. Obviously this thing's running well. Definitely want to show you guys some more content, like get this thing out in the streets and do some pulls, and actually have to go ahead and like retune it, remap it a little bit, because I think it's running a little bit weird, or maybe my injectors are a little bit clogged, because it is running a bit lean right now, like into boost. So I don't know if that's just me being in Texas makes things different, because this car was tuned. The ethanol tune was in Florida. Shout out to HP Logic. Thank you, Jack. But I'm gonna get on a call with Jack here pretty soon, and then we'll just like do some street tuning and basically try and touch everything up and make sure it's all safe and good to go, because there is a show this Sunday. I might just go ahead and take it. We'll see. So bring you guys along with me. We'll have some fun. We'll see what's out there. But yeah, I cleaned this place up a little bit, and I know it's not that much, better, but it's definitely a whole lot better. And yes, I know, man, definitely got to go ahead and figure out a way to clean up the stains, because if we leave these the way we are, we probably won't get our security deposit back. But they don't need to know that we're completely building a GTR here in our apartment. Don't worry about that. Oh man, well, wow, you guys see this bay is pretty dang stripped. I just went ahead and ripped out the final stuff. Got the AC condenser. I actually didn't realize this comes out. I found that out after the fact. I took that out. Obviously learning along the way, but it's great because now the next time I work on someone else's GTR, we'll know them pretty dang well. So yeah, man, I'm very excited. It's looking good. I got the AC compressor, condenser, got that little piece off, and then here's just like the lower harness and the starter that I just ripped off, the couple connections on the transmission. But yeah, oh man, I've been discovering things about this car, let me tell you that. And well, it's we got ourselves a project here, and I'm not just talking about this engine bay, which, well, first of all, there's a hole. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed that that's not supposed to be there. so that's the start of our problems. But I mean, dude, just quickly showing you guys around. I mean, I took the fender off, and you guys can see we got it. I mean, there's so here we are. Don't be cheap when you buy a GTR, I'll just tell you that much. I'll give you guys a quick rundown on like more info and like what I paid and how I got this car, because I'm sure a lot of you guys may want to go ahead and import a car yourself and not worry about going through a dealer. I do have some. I've definitely learned a lot. This is my first time obviously doing anything like this, so it was a learning curve to say the least. And if I were to do it differently, I definitely would if I were to do it again. So quick heads up though, I don't think I ever showed you guys inside really properly, because we just got so sidetracked with all the issues that I've been finding. But man, how awesome is that old logo Nismo cluster? That's pretty rad, man. Those things go for like $2,000 alone. I mean, that cluster is like worth this. That cluster was more than what I paid for this car, like obviously before the swap, and it was all stock and stuff like that. But it was, I mean, this car I paid $1,400 for running and driving. This thing has no rust, like literally no rust, and no body filler, nothing. And by the way, speak a lot of body filler, right? That's a whole nother story. So as you can see, I got the wing off. I'm in the process of wrapping this thing because it is a cream white, and I was gonna go ahead and do the paint and stuff like that, but man, I just really want to get this car on the street and driving it as soon as possible, because I just want to enjoy it, man. I was so excited when I got this thing. To be honest, now I'm just a little bit bummed out, and it's a little deflating, to be honest, because there's so much time now, effort of mine that I had to put into this. And obviously I was going to eventually, but I just spent so much money on this thing, and I know with the prices that they are now, it's really cheap. Like I got it for basically like GTST prices, and this is a GTR obviously. So yeah, there is some work, but guys, you know what? You guys can talk shit all you want. I think, with a little bit of love, we're going to save this chassis and bring it back to its former glory, if not better. So we're going to do all the work here at home. I'm going to bring my welder here, get myself a gas bottle, and start cutting out all the rust and patching it all up. And we have a lot more to come on the rest of the stuff as well. So just keep tuned, guys. A lot of stuff happened with this car, but sorry about jabbering too. I just want to get you guys caught up and let you know what's up. But yeah, man, we definitely got ourselves a project here, and we got some work ahead of us, that is for sure. You guys can just see how grimy the frame rails are. So definitely got to go ahead and pressure wash this, and we'll have some parts for sale. If any of you guys need like any twin turbo piping or anything like that, I have a down pipe there if you guys are interested, because I'm going to be going single turbo with the new setup. But yeah, if you guys are interested in some stuff, just give me a holler, and definitely get back to you. But yeah, just have some stuff in here like the fuel lines, the Hikis hard lines are still kind of in there. Yeah, it's definitely coming along. I will be going ahead and removing the seam sealer, filling up some holes, welding them up, you know, properly, and definitely want this engine bay to clean up. Like, I want to get rid of all these unnecessary holes up here, because I'm not going to be running, there's like a weather strip that goes across this whole thing, and I just think that looks tacky and kind of cheap, to be honest. So and it also kind of mars up and gets the paint underneath it all gross after a while, just rubbing and dirt, stuff like that getting under there. So yeah, I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. And man, for where we're at, I'm pretty stoked. It's definitely come a long way, but man, there's still so much more to do. As far as the engine is here. I really need to get pistons. I'm gonna get oversized pistons, and sorry if I'm repeating myself. I just kind of want to get things all out at once in one segment. Oversized pistons, and just kind of build. Really, man, do I do rods? Like, obviously it makes sense to if everything's out and rebuilding it, but man, that's just another $800. But I guess I could just wait another month and add that onto the tab and be able to buy those. But we'll see. We got to figure it out. I really don't want to take forever on that build, but obviously going as quick as I can with obviously other builds and things going on. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's probably gonna be it for this video. But if you guys are enjoying the series so far, just make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really lets me know that you guys are enjoying it. If you guys have any recommendations or comments in any way to make these videos better, if you guys let me know, because I feel like I'm just so rusty now, and I kind of lost. Have I lost my? I don't know if I lost my touch, but I definitely want to get back into it, because this is kind of like a release, and working on my own cars is one of those things where you just, you know, it's kind of soothing and relaxing. You know, at work, you're grinding on people's cars and getting things done, and it's all just quick. You do things quick and as quickly as you can, just to get them out the door. Obviously doing things right. I mean, you guys know me, but yeah, man, it's just something to come out here and just tinker, take my time, be slow, you know, and just really kind of take it in. It's soothing. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, especially for those of you that like own a shop or work at a shop, and you come home and you know, even though it's still car related, it's different. It's a different type of work, and I do miss this kind of work. So as much as it sucks, at least we're able to go ahead and fix it ourselves. So that's definitely a plus. I mean, man, I honestly wouldn't even know what I would do if I was not mechanically inclined or didn't know how to fix this stuff, and I had all these issues. Man, that would be a pretty major rabbit hole. But luckily, we're fortunate enough to have been doing this for a while, and you know, we got some things under our sleeve that we can go ahead and get this thing looking where it needs to be. So yeah, obviously ABS, all that stuff is gone. All that stuff is gone. It's gonna be looking good. But yeah, I'm just rambling now, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next one. Peace.